I'm Asia,
And I'm Aaron.
and you're listening to Deadly Sips. Guys, we're on episode 2.
Número dos.
Número dos. And I apologize. Our audio and everything for the first episode was really poor, but we're slowly figuring things out.
Slowly but surely.
We'll slowly but surely get there. We're just hoping that we can slowly improve everything, video and audio on the way. And this time I actually know what our actual social medias are.
Oh, snap.
So we can actually call them out if we want to. How are you?
I'm good. Got a few days off in between shifts.
Woo-hoo.
Can't complain.
Travel nurse life. That's nice.
4 12-hour shifts. That can take a toll at times.
That sucks. Not gonna lie.
It sucks.
It sucks. For both parties. But especially you.
All the time. You're
All the
alone
way.
with the kiddos. Just saving lives.
Let's see. I have no idea what's going on this episode because it's Aaron's episode.
Yeah. My turn. This one is a paranormal episode.
Ooh, I like paranormal.
Is nice.
It's nice.
Take
we
a trip
love.
with us into the macabre.
Ooh,
Spooky.
very spooky. So, Aaron, why don't you tell us about this week's deadly sip of the week?
Yes. The deadly sip of the week is called the Bloody Hatchet. I wish I had little hatchets because I would have made this drink perfect. But yeah, it's a little,
The drinky drink.
it's a little tart,
girl
I'm not gonna lie. But it is made with whiskey.
You would with whiskey. You are a whiskey guy.
I like my whiskey, my bourbon, my strong
It's good.
drinks.
It's good. Like you said, it's a little tart, but I really like it.
It's whiskey, orange liquor, grenadine, lemon juice, and oh my gosh, some kind of bitter. Or what's it called? Arstrustura bitter.
Bitters. Okay.
Don't quote me, but it's something like that.
Okay.
But yes, it's not bad.
The white girl in me wants to just put a shit ton of Sprite. But I'm not civilized. I'm not. Mm-mm. I'm the girl that puts Malibu in everything.
I have such a broad spectrum. I can have like my hard liquors like whiskey, tequila, just drink them straight. But then I love my cocktails. Long Island iced tea, Bahama Mama. Shout out to Tiana who makes a damn good Bahama Mama.
Tiana, our my best friend, Tiana, and her husband James. Yep, she makes a good Bahama Mama. We went out the other weekend with Aaron's brother and his wife, and I tried a dirty martini for the first time, and I felt so cool. And now I feel like dirty martinis are like absolutely it for me.
They are in.
They are in.
In like sin.
Ooh, I like that. In like sin.
That will probably make its way on a deadly sips. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, absolutely it will. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
That's 1,000%.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you gotta have the olives, and I want that extra dirty version with like they put like all the peppers and like okra and shit. It's almost like a Bloody Mary, but it's a dirty martini. It's happening.
Extra olive juice in there.
It's happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely happening.
Probably one of your episodes.
Probably. I wish it would work with one of my case next week, but I don't know. Just want to get straight into business?
Straight into business.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Do it, lady.
Do it, lady.
Do it, lady.
Success.
All right, let's go.
All right, so this week's episode, like I said, is a paranormal episode. Now, with paranormal episodes, I feel like it's hard to like just jump straight into the paranormal stuff, so I'm going to kind of give it kind of its background of what happened first.
Ooh, a little foreplay.
A little foreplay.
I like it.
Yes.
A little spooky foreplay.
And eventually we'll have to start throwing in clips of like actual evidence if it happens to be there. But I do have like, first person accounts or third person, however they call it, accounts. And then we'll eventually have to go and investigate these places ourselves.
Absolutely.
All the gear. Full ghost hunter mode. Everything.
I want to go to, like, Wimberley.
Ooh, the Wimberley Estate. I think that's what it's called.
No,
it's the
Asylum.
Asylum, yes.
It's something. You guys know. If you ghost hunters, you know what I'm talking about, but I want to go. I think it's in Kansas. Wait, okay, I'm going to look it up because I'm very
incultured. I don't think so, but we can find out.
Let's see.
Huzzah, Google search.
It is in Kentucky.
And it's Waverly Hills.
It's Waverly Hills, like the Wizards of Waverly Place, but it's Waverly Hills with a completely different theme.
Boom.
The Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Louisville, Kentucky, or Louisville. I never know. Sorry, guys, we heard a bonk, and it scared us. We heard it in the corner, so we took a quick break to investigate. We didn't find anything, but as soon as we talk about Waverly Hills Sanatorium, love that for us. Okay, sorry.
Right.
Where were we?
Paranormal, and we were going to investigate things eventually in our lives.
Okay, perfect.
Yes. So, this one is called the Villisca Axe Murders. Gasp. Gasp. Hence the Bloody Hatchet Cocktail.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yes. This happened so it's Villisca, Iowa. And like I said, I'm going to give a little bit of a background because it was, murder and a case and everything before all the fun paranormal things happen. So
okay.
Give a little bit of background. A nice little intro. Somewhere in small town Iowa, nestled among quiet streets and picket fences, sits a white wooden house with a terrible secret. In the summer of 1912, the town of Villisca, Iowa, awoke to horror. 8 people, 6 from one family, and 2 overnight guests were slaughtered in their beds.
Whoa.
No one has ever been convicted.
Wait, I think I know this case.
Yeah,
I think I've heard of this case.
Yeah, it's kind of a big case, kind of a big paranormal site that isn't the most popular, but there's a lot of stuff that goes on there. And
okay,
like I said,
so it's like the actual house.
The actual house.
Okay. Oh gosh, the Morbid podcast was a really good covering of those murders. BT dubs.
Yes. All right. Over a century later, the house where it happened remains preserved, and some say still occupied by more than memories. Tonight, we revisit the crime and investigation, and of course, the spirits that still haunt the Villisca Axe Murder House.
Dun, dun,
dun. Dun, dun. Oh, that's... Oh, never mind. All right. So it was June 9th, 1912.
Okay.
The Moore family, Josiah and Sarah, along with their 4 children, had just returned home from a Children's Day service at their local Presbyterian church. Accompanying them were 2 guests, Lena and Ina Stillinger, I hope I'm saying that right, who were invited to stay the night.
Weren't they kids?
There were 4 children. That house at 508 East 2nd Street was full of laughter and life. By 10 p.m. the lights were out. The town of Villisca settled into a nice, peaceful slumber. But by morning, 8 lives were gone. A neighbor by the name of Mary Peckham grew concerned when the house remained silent well into the morning, because usually the family's out doing chores, the kids are playing around, the dad's probably off working, but there was nothing, no chores, nothing. She knocked, no answer. Later, Josiah's brother, Ross Moore, arrived with a spare key. What he saw inside shattered this town forever.
Well, yeah.
All right. Kind of the scene. Everyone in the house had been bludgeoned to death with an axe. Most were asleep when this happened.
The worst.
I think one of the worst ends is that the murderer used the blunt end of the axe.
No, he didn't.
Not the sharp one.
Wait, shut up.
He used the blunt end.
That's disgusting.
How? I mean...
Like how...
Yeah.
First of all, just...
Intentional... I don't know if it's personal or not, but that just seems highly messed up.
Was the dude on acid?
We don't know.
Was he balls deep in acid?
Again, No one was ever convicted. In a book titled Villisca, Living with a Mystery, it says the ceilings in the parents' bedroom bore gouge marks from the upswing of the axe.
Like it went up and made like marks. Okay.
Yeah, so someone coming up, hit, and then the gouge marks.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, back in those days, too, the houses were kind of shorter, and so anybody like above 6 feet would have been pretty close to the ceiling. But I'm not saying anybody with 6 foot would kill them, but
yeah,
pretty low hanging ceilings. It was said that Josiah was struck at least 20 times.
So he went into, like, do they know if he went to, like, their first?
No, it doesn't say which one. Lena Stillinger, the 12-year-old guest, so I guess she was also, like, obviously a child, showed signs of being awake when this happened. She was the only one who had defensive wounds.
Oh, poor baby.
Here's a couple of weird things. Every mirror in the house was covered with a cloth, and all victims' faces were veiled.
TF.
Yeah. I feel like there's some kind of, like...
There's a lot of mythology
and, like, psychology behind that, to where, like, the person didn't want to be seen, maybe, like, because, like, mirror can be... I don't know, some kind of myth, or, like, people can look into the mirrors from the other side and see what's going on.
Portals, essentially.
And then,
I've heard that.
I mean, I don't know, maybe it was a personal thing where they knew the person, and so covering their face just made it less harder on them or something.
That's true, the covering of it. It's like respect in some type of way, but it's also like... Yeah. You're gonna kill them and then make that make sense.
Either ritualistic or, like I said, just wanted to cover everything up. But that's not the only weird things that were found.
But the mirrors, I wonder, like, just speculating, if they were done, like, after.
It probably would have been done after.
Yeah. Makes sense.
You mean after the murder, or like after like a scene? Okay, gotcha. So but that's not the only weird things that were found. A raw slab of bacon wrapped in a dish towel was left on the floor. Another slice of bacon was found in the icebox uneaten. Just a bunch of random stuff just like found all over the place.
Okay.
And then the murder weapon, blood-covered axe, was left behind, propped against the wall. Of course, 1912, you don't have, any fingerprints or anything. But
yeah, that sucks.
Obviously, there were a lot of...
they could have done that now.
Yeah. And so when everything was going down, the police showing up, of course, the townspeople scared crazy. People were touching things that they weren't supposed to. So, I mean, if they could have found anything to this day, if they would have preserved any of the stuff, it was gone. Of course, you can't really do any fingerprints of people who's dead either. All right. So, obviously, this shocked the town. This was a town where, you leave your doors open, you have people come over,
well, it's
no
1912,
issues.
yeah.
Now there's just a huge wave of panic, suspicion, fear, and like I said, people are locking their doors for the first time in Villisca's history. Theories swirled like flies of what happened, who did it, why did they do it, and what was the motive behind it.
Oh yeah, it's like, how do you know?
First suspect was a prominent local man, State Senator Frank Jones.
State Senator?
State Senator.
This makes me think of The Office, like Angela's husband.
Oh, yes.
The senator, a state senator. Okay. And his name was what?
Frank Jones.
Frank Jones, okay.
Yep. Josiah Moore had once worked for Jones. They had falling out over business and possibly a mutual acquaintance, Jones' daughter-in-law, whom Josiah had rumored to be friendly with. Some believe Jones hired a hitman, possibly a known serial killer named William Blackie Mansfield. But no arrest stuck. Then there was Reverend George Kelly, an eccentric traveling preacher who, back in these days around the Bible Belt, it was one of those really, praise Jesus, everyone's jumping around, fallen by the Holy Ghost and all that fun stuff. He was in the town the night of the murders, even attended the same church service as the Moores. He reportedly left town that morning on a 5:19 a.m. train, acting strangely.
Okay.
Of course, they never caught up to him. I guess he just skipped town.
Just skipped.
Yeah. Here's the funny thing. He confessed twice.
What?
Twice, but later recanted.
Okay.
One confession came after hours of interrogation, and another was allegedly signed under duress.
What does that mean?
Basically, it could have been where the investigators were just hounding him the whole time, basically pressuring him to confess, or he had a psychotic breakdown and was just, it was me. You know? And so there was a case held on that. In a book called Iowa Cold Cases, he was tried in 1917. The jury was deadlocked. That means some said yes, some said no to him being guilty.
Tie.
Yeah, basically tie. And you have to have anonymous votes when you're in court where if it's yes you're guilty or you're not guilty. If not, it's called a mistrial. And so the second trial that happened acquitted him. So he was cleared of all charges. No one else was ever tried.
Well, that...
Yes. Now, we get into the paranormal stuff. The Villisca House still stands.
Okay.
Small, faded, ominous, of course. And today, people pay to tour or spend the night even.
Well, yeah.
And many never forget that experience. Visitors report children's voices, phantom footsteps, shadows darting through the rooms, and an overwhelming sense of dread.
Solid
stuff.
Let's go. Romantic getaway.
Yes.
I wonder how, the family would feel. Imagine your loved one's place of death and, something that absolutely horrible happened in that home, and then people are monetizing off of it and making it gimmicky. And
I'm hoping they're doing something along the line where it either goes back to the community or to something so it's not just, monetary or anything.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I mean, I love all things paranormal.
It probably helps regulate people coming in because people coming all the time and showing up on other people's turf. Not turf, but moments when they're investigating.
Children. That's where I'm okay, come on.
Yeah. So a group of women called the Ghost Moms. Sounds like a very fun group of ladies.
Yeah, I'm there. Let's go. I want to join.
Shout out to moms everywhere. In People magazine, they were called "The motion detector triggered in the attic, and we felt someone tugging on one of our friend's hair."
You, David.
Here's even something a little more heart-wrenching. They even captured a chilling EVP. I think that's electric voice phenomenon.
Oh, yeah.
So recorded voice.
Yeah.
A recording of what sounded like a child's voice softly saying, "Mommy."
My heart.
Like, that just gets to you when you're a parent.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. I didn't think I was going to cry during this case. Oh my God.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're not.
Sorry, no.
It's horrible.
That's terrible. The Ghost Research Society, during a 2021 overnight stay, reported at around 4 a.m., there was a very loud bang that woke us all up. Maybe the piano bench slamming down. So they have a different phenomenon of where it's the recurring things that just happen because it's happened before in time, and you just hear things that happened that were stamped kind of in that house.
Yeah.
Per se.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what that was called. It's just recurring and it just happens over and over. I feel like there's a word for that. I can't remember what it was.
Oh my gosh, I should know this. How my years of watching Ghost Hunters. I could edit this.
Yeah. Residual haunting.
Residual haunting.
Or, it could be in the moment and they're just, making things happen where they can be seen, heard, or, kind of get their voice out from the beyond.
A bit more intellectual.
Yes. The Ghost Research Society also said that they saw shadows near the attic doorway, so it seems like the attic was kind of a big spot between these two groups. And footsteps when no one was there.
No one was there.
So.
Oh, upstairs. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, no one was there in that house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Even journalists have felt. The editors from the Daily Iowan wrote that while testing a flashlight trick, the beam flickered and dimmed as they were responding. So they would ask a question like, "Can you flick this flashlight once or twice. If yes, the other for no, and then they got like answers back and forth. It seemed like something was intellectual and responding back to them. They described lying in the living room, feeling trapped in a place that wouldn't let you leave.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's chilling.
Mm-hmm. So it felt like that could have been like the malevolent spirit where things were happening, or it was just or they felt like they don't want you to leave.
They just want you to stay.
So stay with them forever. Of course, also the sad side, like, don't leave us. We don't want to be alone.
It sounds like a really interesting place to go and investigate.
So there should be, you can get tickets and everything. Only $20 for a tour. It's probably something a little bit more expensive if you want to do like an overnight. It's obviously during October, November is when their highest things are. Of course, during Halloween, where it's more expensive. But it looks like stay overnight, do all the investigating you want to do, real fun stuff.
Can I see what it looks like?
Yes.
It's got the cutest little back porch.
If you go onto, it looks like murderhouse.com, you can see more detailed info, more about the families, more about the murder itself.
Yeah.
And just a really, really good informative website about it.
Those babies get me.
One visitor named Paul Nemeth described it as the house was creepy just to look at. Faded white paint and warped wood. The sight of it made me shiver. As wrote in Iowa State Daily. A guest journal entry where I guess when you show up, you can actually write your experiences, who you are, things like that. Yeah. So you can pass it along and even look what people witnessed, if you witnessed the same stuff or you witnessed some other things. Yeah. So one person set a ball in the hallway and it rolled back toward me slowly and then stopped. So I can play a little ball with you.
Love it.
And then EVP investigator, so again, the electro voice phenomenon. I felt breathing on my neck, but no one was there. So I think in the EVP recording, too, you could hear the breath.
Ooh. That would creep me out.
That would be insane.
Breathing, I'm like, no, you can touch me or say shit, but don't breathe down my neck. Hard pass.
It's not a good thing. So like I said before, a lot of people think it's the spirits of the more children that remain unrestless and trapped, or even the killer's energy, malevolent and disturbed when you go to the house, and is what still haunts it. So the case remains unsolved to this day. Theories persist. Was it the jealous politician, a serial killer drifting through America's rail lines, or a deranged preacher haunted by his own demons? Who killed the Moores and the Stillinger girls? Why leave the bacon? Why cover the mirrors? And how did they vanish without a trace?
That was very theatrical.
You're welcome. So, like I brought up before, the axe itself was never really handled with care.
Okay.
Before investigators were even showed up, the curious townsfolk were in there, sealed the scene by contaminating all the evidence forever, so they couldn't have anything concrete. So the mysteries linger. But the haunts still remain. As visitors leave, their words in the guest journal, one wrote, "Whatever's in this house doesn't want us here." Showing stuff.
That was like that moment. So, fun fact, we have dabbled into ghost hunting. We grew up ghost hunting, and okay, you guys are going to laugh. But me and my family, I'm the oldest out of 5 girls. And we all love ghost hunters. And we came up with this idea, including my dad, to have the paranormal haunting apparition research team. And our nickname would be FART, the acronym. The acrostic, no.
Doesn't that just sound like a great, where the TLC, CW reality show of FART research team? That's some good shit.
We did a couple of... We didn't do a lot, but we did 3 different locations when we were out together doing this. And there was one location in particular. Ooh. What was the name of the mining town? I have the memory of a goldfish, and this was a couple years ago. And I had just had a baby, so my brain at the time was not working. But I'll never forget. We were in... there was this mining city in Utah.
Frisco.
There was this mining city in Utah called Frisco, and we were in the graveyard, and we captured audio. Like, what did my dad say? Like, do you want us to stay or leave? I'll have to record it back up. We can pull it back up and post it in our Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll post it in our Patreon in the Discord. But
we were doing something before, like, I think trying to like see what their name was. So like we went through the ABCs, but we didn't really get an answer. And I think your dad asked, "Do you want us to leave?" And we got an answer back.
Yeah. I actually think he said, "Do you want us to come back?" And it said no.
That was at the very end.
Oh, that was the end.
That was the one that we all heard.
Yeah, that's the one we all physically, audibly heard this no in this gruggly voice. And we all just froze. And we got out of that cemetery as fast as we could because it was
also in the cemetery at the time. So that was just made the vibes even worse.
Oh, no, I actually felt like it was pretty peaceful until that moment.
Oh, yeah. I felt like one of your sisters, like she asked a question to, because we were going on the different graves, and she asked one of, I guess, the spirits, if they were there, like, were you the murderer? Did you kill all these people? I think it just ticked them off, and so like when we kept asking them questions, they're like, "No, leave."
You're disturbing me to accuse me of murder? Yeah, F that shit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Don't want you back, but of course we're probably going back. Better equipment.
We had a thermal camera, we had some regular cameras, and then some of us were just EVPing with our iPhones, and we went through audio that way. We all heard. I have it on my phone still right now.
Yep.
I could find it, and when I hear these other stories, it's really cool because it like adds to the experience. Sorry, hopefully that wasn't too much of a segue from what.
Yeah. That was pretty much it. It's exciting. Like all the ones that we do, I want to go and investigate.
Yeah, that's
when we're able to do it. Just go and do it, lady. Do it, lady.
You can resurrect fart and go.
Yes, fart shall rise again.
The only problem, I think Paranormal Haunting Apparition Research Team is actually so like solid.
It's solid,
but then the acronym sucks.
That's the whole point.
That's the point. But it's like, who would take you seriously?
Genius inside the insanity.
It's true. There you go. That's support right there, you guys. Get your husband who encourages you to fart.
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 All day long. That was the Villisca Axe Murder House.
Wow.
I want to go and investigate so bad.
Oh, wow. I just can't imagine. And there's so much to that case, too, that's so, like, once you dive deep into the case.
Oh, yeah. Like, you can make a whole, just even, like, true crime about it.
No, we could, and we should. We are just getting started. This is episode 2.
Yes.
So if you guys would like to support us, we just are brand spanking new on Patreon. Aaron just got the Discord up and going, and we're so excited. So that is going to be at www.patreon.com/deadlysips. If you feel so inclined, we have some fun tiers. The first tier is like the cheapest one. It's $5. It's the Tipsy Witnesses. You have some really cool perks there. And then the second tier, which is $10 a month, it is the Sinister Sippers.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah. And then the last one with the most perks for $15 a month is the Dead Drunk Society.
That is awesome.
Right? I'm so excited. I was so stunned. It's
help us to help you to help us sound better.
Yeah. Right? Oh my gosh.
I've never figure out more what we're doing.
No. And it's like, just you guys listening and being here means so much. So don't ever feel like you have to do any of that. But if you feel so inclined to support, that would be amazing. Some free things you can do is follow us on Instagram at Deadly Sips and TikTok at Deadly Sips Podcast.
Yeah, all the Deadly Sips.
And then our personal accounts, me and Aaron personally have both an Instagram and a TikTok at Ashia and Aaron on both.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to see us, we do more like full-time travel content, a little comedy.
Yeah.
Some mom stuff.
I dance a lot.
Just like personal life stuff. So with us being on the road and everything. So, but seriously, like, if you made it to the end of this episode, I appreciate you. Thank you
very much.
We would love to hear what you guys think. If you guys have any suggestions, any
constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism. We know at the beginning it's not the greatest.
No.
But we really love doing this, and it's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. And we hope you guys like hanging out with us. And that's all we have for you.
Sip carefully.